Hot take. Moving right along.
Politics here.
You didn't, yeah, nothing to see. Hey guys, Parks Owsley here with the Shotcaller, joined by Apollo Price of Clutch Gaming, the bot laner, the carry god. How did you go from being a guy with a god's name to a guy who plays like a god? Like, how much practice? What did you do?
The transition was just so smooth, really. I mean, it was just so easy after I changed my name.
Oh, you changed it.
No, I mean, it obviously took a long time, right? Like, I've been playing for so long, and I'm nowhere near god level status. Okay, that's just ridiculous. But I've been getting better. You know, hard work pays off.
That's fair. I think relative to me, you are like beyond god level status.
Yeah, I guess
so maybe I should look at it from your point of view. Anyway, so I'm gonna switch things up a little bit here. I want to talk a little bit more about you and your story rather than just like why did they ban Brand against you? Are you the best Brand in the league? So maybe you are, but we'll talk about that later.
I am.
You are. Okay, so what's the first thing that you would want someone to know about you, like if you just met them for the first time?
I'd actually, I would appreciate is if they knew what I did already. Not like it's like like I want them to know that I'm famous or something like that. No, it's not like that. Just like explaining my job title is really difficult sometimes. So like saying, if I'm meeting someone, right, I wish my job title was very simple. Like I can say, oh, I work at X and I do this. But when I say, oh, I'm on a League of Legends team and I play it professionally, then they're just like, what? And so I think explaining the whole thing is really difficult sometimes. So not that I want them to know, I just want like the job title to be like easily understood. Yes.
Do you have any thought, like if you could make up the job title and every professional league player had to do it, what would you make it?
See, I was thinking like esports athlete is okay, but it still sounds kind of like, sounds like you're an athlete, which we definitely, I mean, we're not. We're not like athletes, you know what I mean? I feel like if you say athlete, they expect us to be like, yeah, a little bigger, a little.
So maybe like Svenskeren could get away with, or Hanser.
Yeah, exactly. Like they get away with it. If I said it, they're just like, okay, buddy. So I think we have to figure out something better for us.
All right, we'll brainstorm. We'll get back to that. Yeah. What then would be what's the last thing that you would want someone to know? Like if you walked in a room and someone was like, "Oh, that's that guy."
I don't want them to know that I don't want them to know that I play League of Legends professionally.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, that's okay. I'll actually think of a better answer, but that's kind of true. I usually don't want people to know. Just because it's so hard to explain again. I mean, yeah, maybe I don't want them to know how like much we're pampered and like spoiled, because it's pretty ridiculous, like how much we're spoiled. It's like it's unreal. So yeah, maybe a combination of those two.
Just food, always prepared.
Yeah, food is like prepared. You don't have to clean, or I mean, we kind of have to clean, but like not really. And like we're getting shuttled to the studio. You just get food here. Everyone treats us really nice because like they kind of have to. They're like paid to treat us nicely, right? I obviously respect them a lot, and they're really awesome people here. But it sucks that we're just like treated so nicely, but if they're like kind of forced to. So I try to stay as down to earth as possible, so I don't let it get to my head.
So would you then respect the people who didn't treat you nicely even more?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, okay. If they don't treat me nicely, right? Then I feel like at that point they have a reason to, and that's on me, right?
But it also might just be on them because maybe they're just an asshole.
I'd like to, assume the otherwise.
I like that. It's very kind of you.
Yeah.
Apollo's a nice guy. You should treat him really well. Actually, I'm going to pick one person and be like, hey, dude, you're the designated shit on Apollo guy. It's going to confuse the hell out of him. He's not going to know.
He's so mean to me.
I'll check back in with him in like 3 months. I'll check back in with you too and be like, did you find the guy?
Yeah, I'll probably could find him pretty easily.
Considering everybody else is nice. All right, so tell me then, what is your third favorite champion? Embrace your inner child. Don't tell me the first two.
Third favorite champion. Okay. I think I can do that. I have to figure out my first and second. Third. Maybe Syndra. Syndra's a pretty good third.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's a good third. It's a solid third. I mean, it's hovering around third or fourth place right now.
I was definitely expecting a marksman. Do you play Syndra regularly?
I always liked playing Syndra mid lane. And I don't really like play Syndra bot lane or anything. But it's like, as like a third, you know? Like, I like other 280 carries, but she's right there in like the fourth and fifth are still 80 carries, right? But the third she's cool. I like her.
Syndra's cool. All right. Well, thank you. That's actually, I like that I picked third then, because I was definitely expecting.
I mean, if you pick first, I would just choose a marksman for sure.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to skip those. Let's see. What are other things that we don't know about Apollo that we should find out? Do you have any like hidden talents?
No hidden talents. All my talents have been shared to the world. Just League of Legends, and that's pretty much it.
So literally just League.
I think that's pretty much my identity at the moment. I have much going on in my life.
So you can't like do a double cartwheel front flip.
Nope. Nope.
All right, that's fair.
I think I used to do gymnastics. I think at some point when I was a child, but I don't remember. I don't even remember what I did. I think I did it for maybe a month or so. It was really a long time ago. So yeah, played volleyball. I did rock climbing.
Oh,
actually, I do like rock climbing, but first off, it's hard, and I haven't rock climbed in a long time. But we did it kind of as a family, like me and my brothers and my dad. But yeah, it's something that you kind of have to commit to. You know, there's a lot to go into it. You have to go to places or go to the rock climbing wall facility, I guess you can say. But I haven't done that in a while. But I really do like it.
Yeah, and there are a lot here in LA, but you're also always busy.
Yeah, it's hard. I probably do it. I think even Darshan was doing it before. Maybe he still does actually. But yeah, I know he was doing it, so he's got time. I'm sure I do have time. I'm just lazy. I do want to I want to try and play tennis more often, but I haven't played it. I think I played it during the off season sometimes with my friends back at home, but nobody really plays tennis here, at least that I know. I don't have a racket anymore, and I don't have a car, so I'd have to Uber to tennis courts. It'd be really difficult, but maybe someday.
So a few things. I play tennis.
Okay.
But I don't have any partners.
Oh my gosh.
I do have a car and a racket.
I can get a racket. It's not impossible for me to get a racket.
Just saying, throwing it out there.
We'll talk about this after. I mean, we can get things going. We can have our own club.
Yeah, just you and me.
Well, maybe we have other tennis players here. I don't know.
Maybe we can find. I'll be on the lookout. I'll check back in.
Okay.
The other thing, if we brought a rock climbing wall to you and just continued the spoiling and pampering.
Yeah, I think I just need one in my house, and then I think it'll be okay.
I will contact your coach and anyone else who I can find on the clutch management, and I'll see if I can make that happen for you.
Yeah.
And then, lastly, if Darshan can be president and rock climb, then you can definitely do it. So
the thing is, maybe he stopped rock climbing because he got president. Got to make sacrifices as the president.
Sorry, guys, too busy being president.
I guess our president currently has not done that with golf.
Hot take. Moving right along.
Here.
You didn't. Yeah, nothing to see. All right. So, the last thing I wanted to ask, bringing it back to League, what was the thing that got you into League originally? What was the moment? When did you first start playing? And then, did you only keep playing because you were really good or because you liked it or whatever? Or was there something else that kind of kept you grinding until you got to be this Apollo that we know?
Well, first off, I used to play a lot of Dota back in, just a long time, back when I was like in elementary school even. So I kind of played a ton of like that style. MOBA wasn't really a thing back then. It was just Dota. Maybe someone probably can correct me, but it's pretty much just Dota till like Han and League of Legends. Those two came out. And when League first like went into beta or like alpha, I think I tried to play it, but my computer wasn't good enough. And also we didn't have like a Windows. In League like only ran on Windows, and Dota ran on Macs. So that was partly the reason why I didn't play it. But I used to play like a little bit, and I was like, I can't play this game, whatever. And then my brother, I think I was like in high school, my brother wanted me to play for this like LAN tournament. And he knew I was good at Dota, and he just wanted me to like try out League of Legends because I need like a 5th for their like LAN tournament, right? And so I just started playing it, got to level 30, and I like pretty much immediately placed into like gold or like silver gold, right? And I mean, so that was pretty much like my starting point. And then I played like the LAN. Who was there? Otter was there. I don't know if you remember Otter. He was on Enemy. He was like really good back then. Like he was like 2.6k elo or like 2.5k, whatever, something like that.
Right around mine. Too.
Yeah. Back then, of course. So yeah, he was like super good and he destroyed me. But pretty much like that was like my starting point. Was just like my brother like wanted me to join their LAN team. I still talk with those guys. All cool guys. And we so I just kept playing, and I guess the reason why I just kept playing was because I felt like I was good at it. I really liked the competitiveness to it. I mean, especially when you can like play at a LAN too, which is cool. Like just thought of making money from being good at the game. I think that was really cool. So that was partly the reason why I kept playing, and here I am.
So how much credit then does your brother take for getting you here?
I don't think he takes too much credit, but I mean, I played games with my brother, or both my brothers, Taiko and Marco. I played video games with them all the time. So, I mean, yeah, I watched. Actually, I shouldn't say I played with them. I was a lot of watching, because I wouldn't always get the computer, so it was just me watching them. And when I finally got my own computer, I kind of took it to another level and just kept playing. Had it all like stored up, But yeah, I mean, I don't think he takes too much credit, but I throw some credit to him.
That's awesome. Well, cool. Thank you for sharing that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, thanks for the interview. Glad to know more about you. Your third favorite champion is Syndra.
Yeah.
Was not expecting it. So thank you very much. Before we go, I'm going to challenge you to a best of one in rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
And I don't know where my record is, but it's not great.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter in a best of one, but you've got a pretty good chance.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking about that strategy, so let's go.
Oh, you've been preparing. All right. Rock, paper, scissors. No, what you?
I accidentally did the second bounce, by the way.
Okay, wait. Which one are we going on?
Oh, we're doing what we said before. It was an accident. I'm sorry.
I'm watching you.
Me too. I swear. Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors. All right.
Sorry about the first one. I'm sorry.
We'll have to do the replay on that.
I was watching like. I don't know why I would do paper versus your paper though.
Fair enough. All right.
I was planning on paper like already before. I'm sorry.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to check out more of our content on the Shotcaller, you can click here or right there. And if you would like, please comment below. Let us know what you liked about this video or what you want to see in future videos. And we would love to hear back from you guys. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon.